Radhe everyone, my name is Aarna and today I'm going to be telling you Bhagavad Gita, the learnings of chapter 12. What is the real purpose of life? Knowingly or unknowingly, many souls wander this earth thinking what the real purpose of life is. Well, unfortunately, they do not know that Sri Krishna has answered this most important question in the Bhagavad Gita itself. The only reason we've been graced with this human form is to be in love with God, worship God, and unite with God. Chapter 12 Bhakti Yoga explains in detail how we can do this. Which forms do we worship? There are three forms of the Lord. 1. Brahman, the all-pervading form. 2. Paramatma, the supreme soul seated in our heart. And 3. Bhagwan, the personal form. Even though meditating on either of these forms will eventually get us to our goal of uniting with God, Sri Krishna considers we should worship the personal form as we'll be able to experience most degree of closeness. Worshipping personal form, if we take one step toward him, he'll take 10 steps toward us. And if we worship the other forms, we'll have to take all those 10 steps by ourselves. Hence, we should worship the personal form. Rupdhyan, even though how to worship the personal form can be very individual specific, Swamiji suggests a great way to do this: Rupdhyan meditation. In Rupdhyan meditation, we close our eyes and imagine us with any personal form and try to feel the closeness. This closeness will turn into love for God, which will help us achieve our goal of uniting with God. Path to spirituality, overcoming difficulties. Our main goal is to fixate our mind on God all the time. However, we can't achieve this state on day one. Maya will continue to pull our mind back to worldly affairs. If alternative 1, if Maya will continue to pull our mind back to worldly affairs, we have to try to pull our mind back to God and practice until we attach our mind to God permanently. Alternative 2, if practice isn't helping, we should try to divert all our works in service for God. For example, if someone needs help, we should think that, oh, this is one of God's children, and if I help him, it'll make God happy. Alternative 3, if we can't even devote our work to service for God, then we should try to be situated in self and renounce the fruits of our actions. For example, do good but do not expect good in return. Path spirituality progress. If we follow this path, we'll be able to see these positive changes in us. 1, we'll be friendly and compassionate. 2, we will be equipoised in happiness and distress, and many more happy changes. In conclusion, with tons of practice, we can attach our mind to God. All we have to do is devote all our works in service for God, be situated in self, and renounce the fruits of our actions. And then one day we'll finally be able to achieve our prime goal of this life. Wishing all spiritual seekers God's grace and blessings. Jai Shri Krishna!
Thank you.